Hi, it's my pleasure to do a book review for Chris Strub's book, 50 States in 100 Days, the book. In the summer of 2015, Chris undertook a journey to travel around the United States and visit youth organizations in every state. Yes, he went to every state, Alaska and Hawaii included. He would pick one youth organization in a state. He would try and set up local media to come in, and document the visit. He also Snapchatted and live streamed and put everything on YouTube to document his trip. He would interview the kids involved. He would interview the people who ran the centers to find out what their impact was on the youth and the community. Most of these places are in impoverished areas of the city that they are in, and so these are kids that need this the most. One of the things I loved the most was when Chris would read to the little ones. And, well, one little one read to him, which I thought was completely adorable. Because that was something that I always liked doing when my kids were young, reading to them, going to the school and reading stories to their classes. So that kind of struck a nerve with me. He also would, throughout the book, talk about how hard it was, emotionally and physically. There were nights he slept in his car. And, you go in a place and you talk to these kids and you find out just how bad things are, yet there are people trying to help, and that just has to be amazing. One of the characters in this book, a 6-year-old young lady named Abby in Wyoming, announced that she had goals, and one of the goals is to be president. So in 2052, remember, look for Abby. I bet she'll be there. I live in Michigan, and so I was particularly interested in the section that was going to be on Michigan. It just happened to be in Lansing, which is where Michigan State University is, which my son just graduated from Michigan State this past May with an advertising degree. So I knew he did a project with a youth organization in Lansing, so I asked him about it, what the name of the place was that he worked for. The place Chris visited when he was in Lansing was called Impressions 5. My son said that the project that he and some of his fellow students worked on was for an organization called Reach. He asked me why I was curious about it. Been a while since we talked about it. And I explained how Chris had been to this Impressions 5, and I just was wondering if maybe it was the same sort of thing, because I knew my son was working on the advertising and social media for the organization Reach. My son said, "Oh, Impressions 5." He says, "That's where my roommate volunteers." So I have a small connection to the organization that Chris actually got to go visit. So it made it all that more special. Chris, keep up the good work. I know this isn't the last trip you're going to take like this, and I can't wait to see what you do. Good luck, and remember, Abby, vote 2052. Have a great day.